Another thing that you definitely lose when you run a fist monk is a sap, which if you have a good rogue, sap is an unbelievably game-changing ability.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the other day when we were playing some games, I was using sap to prevent the enemy players from crossing mid to get to our roof. We were on roof holding the flag, so I was just sapping the enemy players as they came in one by one. And if you can use sap to control the positioning of the enemy players. If you do it effectively, it can really help you line up some things for your team.
Exactly. All right, gates going up. Game starting. Here we go.
Yeah, and actually, I want to see what Hamgod's going to do in this opener. I have seen in a few games prior to this, he has been getting caught out, so I'm wanting to see a cleaner opener from Hamgod. Once again, right now he is pushing through mid, and what he's going to try to do is land a sap on anyone on the team of Harvest. But it's unlikely that he'll be able to get it just because everyone is using the Hunter Pet to get combat. So let's see if he can land a sap on anyone. And it does look like he's going behind the team. And I'm going to go back to the team fight momentarily to see what's going on. Usually these team fights can be quite stale for the start, and we're going to see if what team is able to sink damage. And actually, Ping is playing very aggressive on the healers. They're going on to the healers of Harvest, and they're actually going to drop blurs. They pushed in, their frontline pushed in, the Brewmaster Monk and the Arms Warrior pushed in right on the healers. Very aggressive play by Ping going into this team fight. And this is
Faltor
the
goes down.
aggression that yeah, this is the aggression that I'm used to seeing from this team. They play very pushed up into the enemy team, and Yorkie is able to pump out CC on the healers, and they're able to land um, kills on the other healers while they're being CC'd. So really good job by Ping in this opening team fight, really controlling Harvest early on into this game.
HP's pick the flag. He's trying to find a way. Seems like he's going to ramp right now.
Yeah,
Muskie's still
HP's
going
taking
up.
a flag. I'm going to see where Hamgod is positioned. Hamgod is actually in the team fight, so once Hamgod's opens, that's going to signal to HP that he's safe to cross. He can get across the field. It might be hard for him to connect with his team just because Ping is being so dominated. And actually, Harvest God is going to drop down when he sees Hamgod open, and he's going to cross the field right now. And Hamgod's going to be looking to... Oh, I guess not. I think he might push for a sap on a Harvestlord. We'll have to see what's going on there. Harvestlord is kind of dancing back and forth, waiting for his team to let him know that he's going to be able to cross. And right now, the Hunter on Ping, Ebuu right now, is chasing Harvestlord back into the base. And right now, it's going to be very difficult for Harvestlord to get across the field if his team keeps on getting graveyard farmed like they are.
Right off the bat, Saxon opens on Muskie as soon as he picks the flag, but Partygirlx is able to group up with Muskie and keep him up, so he's safe. We've seen kind of this sort of containment sort of strategy with Ping versus, I believe it was EBLG before, yesterday, and they seem to be pretty well at it as long as they can actually break off and drop the EFC, which they had trouble doing yesterday as well. We'll see how it plays out here.
Yeah, for one of the most frustrating things is going against a team that is continuing the graveyard pressure and just pushing you, into your graveyard. It can be very difficult to deal with that, especially if you're not coordinating res timers and grouping up before pushing out. So actually, Harvest is going to land a kill onto Smull in this mid fight, so maybe they'll be able to get something going. Unfortunately, they do have Monkworkz down, and Gunz might drop in a second, so they have 2 DPS down, but luckily they're able to score a healer kill. Right now, Smull is walking back to his body. Hopefully they wind up looting him before he can get there, but I don't think they're going to get the body, so Smull is going to body res, I believe, and Ping is just going to be able to keep up this momentum. A bit of a mistake not taking that body. They could have potentially gone and continued the pressure, but instead Smull's just going to take the body and continue healing his team while they slaughter Harvest in this mid-fight.
I love this play by Muskie. He knows, okay, the other team doesn't have a rogue. I'm safe. I can see anyone coming for me. I'll just help heal my team. And every little bit counts when you're helping heal, especially how they lost Smull there. They were actually just able to hold their position because Muskie was able to just kind of heal while Smull was coming back.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the downsides of running this Windwalker Monk. You don't have the sort of uncertainty that a rogue brings to the team. So whenever you have a rogue on your team, the FCs tend to play a bit more cautious. So if Saxon were instead on his rogue, I don't think Muskie would be in human form casting heals right now. I think he'd be sitting in bear form swiping to try to get Saxon out. But because Saxon is playing that punch monk, Muskie knows exactly where the enemy team is positioned at all times, and so he can comfortably heal in the back.
Let's see here. Wow, still just a standard containment strategy. Doesn't look like anything's really going on. But at least Harvest has all 10 of their players up right now. They might be able to make a push onto someone or something here. We'll see.
Yeah, and Harvest is just holding the flag on top of the Alliance base. And so even if they wind up scoring a kill on Muskie by some crazy luck, it's going to be very difficult for Harvest to get all the way across the field, especially considering that the 6 stack is about to hit. And once that 6 stack hits, he can't gain any movement speed increase. So his Displacer Beast, it will provide him with a blink forward, but it won't provide him with a speed increase. So he's not going to be able to move any faster than 100% movement speed.
Not really. They actually dropped Arto and Yorkie on ping side, so looks like Harvest might actually be able to push out here. Jrbigchief about half health. He's going very low, 45, 50. Okay, he's alright. Never mind there. Okay. Jrbigchief
really,
turns it back in.
This is the time that Harvest needs to be using to capitalize with that kill on both the Mage and the Shaman. And I think the Shaman just body res, so once again, Harvest needs to play a bit better with taking bodies. And having that Mage down in mid allows them to push forward. That Mage does provide a lot of control. And right now they are pushing onto Muskiebad. The warrior from
Displacer down. Okay, down.
Kill, and he is going to get the return. And unfortunately, I think they're just going to reset stacks. I agree with this decision. Harvestlord's just going to drop the flag. He needs to reset stacks, and possibly they could go for a quick cap in this position. Muskiebad's going to be on a 25-second res, and Harvestlord should be able to get out of the base before Muskielord does get that res. So this is a very interesting, very conservative play by Harvestlord, very smart and calculated, dropping that flag and resetting stacks. And right now is the perfect time to try to get that quick cap because Ping is down half of their team. So Harvest, if he can make it to his players, should be okay. And there he is connecting up with Blurs and I do believe Saxon. So they should be fine right now. Yorkie is the only person doing damage on Harvestlord, and Yorkie's damage won't be enough to take him down individually. And I want to see where Muskie is currently right now. Muskie making his way across the midfield right now, and Harvest should be able to beat him into the space.
Kygo is there.
Okay, so Kygo is there to pick up the flag. But, yeah, really good job by Harvest. Unfortunately for Kygo, there is this Hunter. The Hunter might be able to get him out of stealth. The Hunter does pull Kygo out of stealth. Really good job by Agonist seeing that opportunity right now, and he is going to just put damage into Kygo. And I think this should be a cap for Harvest.
1-0 Harvest.
So really good job, really good patience by Harvestlord, resetting those stacks. Even though they were getting absolutely destroyed in their graveyard, Harvestlord waited until his team gained control, and their team was able to push in and kill the FC on Ping, and Harvestlord reset stacks and got a quick cap. So I really love that play. That was beautifully executed by them. Let's see if they can get anything going with a second or third cap.
Wow. Just knowing to reset the stacks there and having his team basically say, okay, Hunter on defense, there's no way that we will let Muskie get across field because we'll block off tunnel, and he won't be able to get across quick enough out of stealth. So they knew Kygo would probably get the pick, and then sitting the Hunter on D, he knew he could take care of Kygo. Just great job there by Harvest. That gets him a free cap pretty much.
Yeah, that is the intelligent play that you need to make at this point in the tournament, because every team is going to be challenging, and the more that you can do sort of unconventional but very smart and calculated things, the better your team is going to be able to contest. So right now we are seeing a very contested mid-fight right now with both Resto Shamans down for both teams, and actually Harvest just lost Gobknobberx, so I think Harvest is going to be pushed back here once again in the familiar place of their own graveyard. So Ping, I think, is going to get some momentum right here, but let's see if they can do any sort of turnaround and possibly score counter kills on this team.
Muskie actually has 2 people on him here. He drops the Hunter, but Saxon, Offthehook G, the Fist Monk, is still on him. Fist of Fury for full. Muskie has to trinket there. Agonist comes back. Muskie could probably die here. He AGMs. Now he's getting healed. I think he'll actually make it out. That was really close, though. Hamgodx opens on Agonist. Okay, so he'll be alright. Harvestlord taking it up to their roof again. Probably going to have to wait till his team gets some mid presence to make it across again. But maybe we'll see a repeat of last time. Who knows?
Yeah, and that was a really good job by Smull, and I believe it was Tap Out. Getting to Muskie, if they hadn't connected with him right then, he would have died to that Fist of Fury. And I can't check buffs right now, but if Saxon had a landslide for those Fist of Fury, that's very scary for Muskiebad. If he doesn't have a trinket, he's going to take 1k damage every second from those fists.
Yeah, he actually blew his trinket on the Fist of Fury there to blink out towards his team. So it's probably back up by now, but we still see Harvestlord sitting up top. Harvest.
Again, I think Harvest right now should be playing a bit more aggressive with the mage being dead on the side of Ping. Once that mage is dead, that to me would signal the time that your team needs to start playing more aggressive. And I think that's what they are doing here. They are starting to push Ping back, so they're forcing the enemy team out of their own graveyard, so that's really smart. And if they're able to continue on with this, that's what they want to be looking for. And there is some counter damage, or there is some spread pressure from Ping on Harvest right now.
Arto goes down.
A few members. Oh wow! So Jrbigchief and Arto have died on Ping. So right now, Harvest really needs to start playing aggressive. Really needs to push his FC, and that's exactly what they're doing. We see the Boomkin Flamer getting some combo points and just biting Muskie right now. And Muskie's forced to use his Displacer Beast. If they're able to connect right now into Muskiebad, this is almost certainly going to be a kill. But they are peeling back to their graveyard, and this is a really excellent place to be in. Saxon is, I think, overextending right now. He does have a landslide proc, but Saxon just needs to stay alive because he can, by himself score a kill on the enemy FC. So, right now, I think Saxon is going to be the MVP, and he's going to be the most valuable player right now for Harvest. And look, they are putting a lot of pressure on Muskie. He is forced to use his Displacer Beast. He has no mobility. He's going to wind up dying, and they do get the return. So really good job by Saxon pushing into Muskie and forcing the kill right there.
That's going to be another cap because Harvest, once he saw his team push up, he took the chance straight away and ran out. So he's already almost to tunnel, and he has Displacer up. So 2-0 for Harvest here. Wow.
Yep, and Gunz is right there to escort him up the tunnel, and Hamgodx was following him, but as soon as he saw that hunter, he backed off. So this is a really excellent position for Harvest to be in, up 2 caps with only 3 minutes left. And I don't think Ping can get anything going in this 3 minutes unless they get 2 quick caps, which is very unlikely, especially against a team like Harvest, who will certainly recognize that they need to prevent the flag from crossing. So right now we are in the graveyard of Ping, and there are 2 members down, and unfortunately Flamer is dead for Harvest, but Harvest does seem to be controlling this team fight right now, forcing some kills and sending some members of Ping to the graveyard. And I think they are going to wind up winning this game. I don't want to speak too soon, but they definitely have a huge advantage. And yeah, Ping is actually just going to AFK out. So really good job by Harvest. It looked like, from our point of view, they were getting absolutely destroyed for the first half of that game, but they really brought it back together. And really good job by Harvestlord with that flag drop to reset stacks.
Yeah, great play by him. Just the communication with Harvestlord and the team, it's on point. He knows when to stay, when to go out, and I think that actually really opened up the opportunities for him to get those 2 caps there. I don't know why we're still in this game, considering there's only 5 players from Ping left. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why.
Yeah, and these aren't. I disagree with the decision leaving because it is a tournament setting. You are in the losers bracket. You want to basically put 100% effort into every game. So just leaving like that is a bit, it's a bit troubling for me to see this sort of behavior in a finals. And actually, Hamgodx is going to slash dance. That was a really good slash dance.
Let's see if yeah.
I believe to Toxic.
Good play there. Good play there. They might be able to save his life here. We'll see. Oh, he goes down. The dance is not enough. Too bad for Hamgodx there.
Unfortunately, those hips did lie, and we did see a kill onto Hamgodx, so not a very good dance right there. He could have done a little bit better. Maybe he should have worked on his footwork, but we have Harvest taking Game 1 3-0 over Ping, so really good job, really good turnaround by Harvest.